Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I am going to show you how to stitch a designer draped bow gown for 8 to 9 years old. Hope you will all like it. I am using these fabrics, 3 meters for lining and 3 meters for main fabrics. You can use any type of flowy fabrics like satin, crepe, taffeta for this project. So let's start with the measurement details. I'll show you the body's measurements on the paper. Start marking the body's measurements on the folded side of the paper. I'll take 12 inches for body's length plus 1 inch for stitching. So body's length is 13 inches. Shoulder width 5 inches. Armhole depth 5.5 inches. For chest measurements, I have taken full round of chest, adding 4 inches of ease allowance and divided it into by 4. And 1 inch extra for the stitching margin. And for the waist measurements, I have taken full round of waist, adding 3 inches of ease allowance and divided it into by 4 and 1 inch extra for the stitching margin. Neck width I have taken 2.75 inches and shoulder drop 0.75 inch. Neck depth for front I have taken 3 inches and neck depth for the back I have taken 1 inches. Draw the curves for the neck and armholes as shown in the video. I have cut this paper draft as per the front measurements. Now I'll divide the right hand side shoulder in 3 parts as shown. And join these points with the middle of bodies with an angled line as shown in the video. cut the pattern on these lines. Now take the left side cutting body piece and mark 5.5 inches diagonally as shown. Again mark a point 2 inches down to this point and then divide this 2 inches point into 3 parts as shown and trace the lines as shown in the video. Now cut on these lines ½ centimeter before the end point as shown. Now spread these paper cutting strips as 7 to 8 inches on another paper. I have pinned the paper cutting on other paper and spread the strips as 7 inches. Now giving ½ inch of stitching margin. And on this 7 inches spreads, draw 3 inches lines as shown. Also give ½ inch extra margin to this 3 inches line. And cut the paper pattern as per the markings. Now I'll show you how to cut the upper skirt pattern. Fold the fabric in a triangular shape, which I have showed in my previous tutorials. Here is 2 open and 2 closed sides. Here is 4 closed sides. My upper layer fabric is of 2-tone fabric. I can use it with either side. One side is of pink and other side is of red color. Now mark the waist measurements, as I marked for the bodice pattern. And then mark the skirt length, that is full length of the gown minus bodice length, and mark the skirt length as shown. And cut the upper layer of the skirt pattern as per the markings. Now cut the lining skirt pattern with same waist measurements, but take 1 inch less length of the skirt as shown. Now pin the paper cutting of front bodice pattern on single layer of fabric and leave ½ inch margin for stitching as shown in the video, and cut the pattern accordingly. Cut the lining pieces for front and back bodies as shown. And I have given a 5 inches slit to the back bodies for hooks and eyes. Now I am cutting the back body's upper layer pattern. Now make angle cuts to the front bodice pattern piece and double fold the edges and stitch as shown. Make 4 pleats facing towards you as shown and pin the pleats. The pleating space should be of 2 inches. and then take the cut strip of bodice piece and pin it till the angled cut and make a stitch line. After stitching will look like this, and also conceal the raw edges by zigzag stitch. Now take other bodice piece and mark a point on 6 inches down. The pleated part will start stitching from here. Pin the pieces. And make a stitch line. Now there will be a hole to insert the bow. Now take your lining bodice pieces for front and back and make a stitch line on shoulders and the sides of the bodice as shown. Do the same with upper layers of bodies, stitch shoulders and side seams. I have stitched the shoulders and sides. Now turn your upper layer bodice piece to the right side and lining piece should be of wrong side. Then put your upper layer into the lining as shown and match both the shoulders and pin it all through the front and back necklines. Then make a stitch line on front and back necklines with slit. I have stitched the necklines. Now make small cuts to the neckline. And turn the piece to the right side. Do the press and top stitching. Done with the pressing and top stitching. Conceal the raw edges of the armhole by 1.5 inch of bias strips and unstitch the upper layer bodice piece till 4 to 5 inches for attaching the back straps. For back straps, I have taken 2 strips of 6 inches in width and the length of the strips is 32 inches. I'll use the other side red color of fabric for the straps. Fold it and make a triangular like shape and stitch the strip and turn it to the right side. Then pin the back straps to the bodies as shown in the video and make a stitch line. done with stitching the bodice piece. Now take skirt pieces and make a stitch line on the sides of the skirts and hem the bottom line. I have already shown how to hem it in my previous video. Now put the lining skirt into the upper skirt and stitch both the skirts to the waist. Now take your bodice piece and turn it to the wrong side and pull the skirt through the neckline as shown, and then match the side seams of both the skirt and bodice and pin the skirt and bodice to the waist all around, and then make a stitch line in a round way. Then turn it to the right side. And for the bow, I have taken a square piece of cloth that is 12 inches by 12 inches. I am using red color of the fabric for the bow. Also stick an interfacing with same size. Fold it and make a stitch line as shown. And leave a 2 inch of gap to turn the bow. Cut the excess and turn the bow to the right side and open 2 inches part can be stitched by hand or machine. Now take thread and needle and make a bow as shown in the video. And then insert it through the bodice opening as shown. I have also hand stitched the corners of the bow, and you can decorate the waist line by a pearl beaded lace, or you can just highlight the bow. I am using this diamond button lace for decorating the waist and the bow. After decorating it, I'll show you how it looks after wearing. After decorating the dress, it will look like this. Hope you all liked it. Please like, comment and share my work. And also subscribe to my channel for more such upcoming tutorials. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.